Right, so there's been 110 million ALBT tokens stolen from the bonq platform. Now, if you're a holder of Alliance Block, I would highly suggest you to watch this video till the end, as we have some major updates. But when it comes to ALBT, there's been a massive movement on the price, gone down 50% after the hacking, of course, as expected. There's been a massive free fall. I'm explaining to you exactly what happened, and also if you're a holder of ALBT, how to recover your tokens before the price has actually dropped. I'll be telling you exactly what's going on and everything you should know as an ALBT holder or someone that is interested in ALBT. Before we go any further, if you're new to the Cryptomaxi channel, subscribe and hit the bell to stay updated on the latest on ALBT and other cryptos. And with that being said, nothing's financial advice. Please do your own research. Let's get straight into this video. So we got this tweet right here from Dread Bongo. He says bonq hacked with over 110 million ALBT stolen. The new ALBT token will be minted. Buying the current ALBT on the market is completely pointless and super unfortunate this happened, and the team will need to explain thoroughly. Could hit confidence in ALBT related products going forward. Shame. With that being said, bonq is this DAO, if you want to say, at the moment. You can see here, the bonq, of course, has taken a massive price hit as well. Reasoning obviously being they got hacked. Now, bonq is, as you can see, is a DAO providing solutions to self-sovereign finance. Now, the real question was, why was there 110 million tokens with bonq? You know, people didn't even know what bonq was up until this moment, right? Bonq, as of now, this is the only thing they have tweeted. Bonq protocol was exposed to an Oracle hack where exploiter increased the ALBT price and minted large amounts of BR. The BR was then swapped for the tokens on Uniswap. Then the price was decreased to almost zero, which triggered the liquidation of ALBT trolls. Other trolls remain unaffected and bonq protocol has been paused. The bonq protocol has been completely stopped as of now. They're working on a solution that will allow the users to withdraw all remaining collateral without repaying BR in their trolls. It will be released tomorrow morning Central Eastern Time. Now again, bonq is simply a DAO that makes self-sovereign finance a reality. As of now, they have been paused. But when it comes to, you know, the founder of ALBT, the CEO and founder of ALBT, Rachid Ajaja, he actually has posted this tweet as of now. So he has said, we have taken all the necessary precautions to protect the use of funds. We are doing a detailed analysis of the situation and we will provide a forensic blog explaining everything. None of our SCs has been hacked. Please read the announcement. Thanks everyone for the big support. With that being said, when it comes to the actual announcement, as we click on it, and before we actually get into the announcement, I want to again clear up, the only thing that has been hacked is the bonq DAO platform, and bonq was holding 110 million ALBT approximately, and of course that ALBT now has gone to nothing. And you know, the price of, because of this hack, the price, people have started selling, and you know, the price has gone from 10 cents all the way down now to 4 cents. Now they are saying they're going to be minting a new token, so if anything, do not buy this token at any point. Do not buy ALBT. I'm actually a big believer in ALBT, and I've got into the price before it was even at 4 cents, so you know, I've got in slightly early. But I do think, right, when it comes to ALBT, the product is still there, the connections and the market is still there. It's just been a massive L, if you want to say, you know, it's been a massive loss here, but it will definitely hurt the actual reputation for ALBT, that is for sure. So this is an announcement from the official Alliance Block Twitter. There's been a recent incident involving several ALBT trolls on bonq, with the attacker gaining access to around 110 million ALBT. Now, with the current price of ALBT, that would be around $53,000, right? So it's not even the crazy amount. Now, if you double it, because the price was at 10 cents before the hack, so if we put here 5 threes, it was about $100,000. So looking at it in hindsight, it might not sound like much, but even then it is a substantial amount, of course, keeping in mind the current market cap being 11.3 million. I mean, I might be wrong, right, for when it comes to the USD but it's just a rough estimate. Yeah, it was about over $100,000 that was hacked and stolen, which is not the most craziest amount, but for a project that is small and early like ALBT, that $11 million market cap does definitely translate. But with that being said, with this tweet, you can see the incident is isolated to these troves. None of our smart contracts was breached or compromised, of course. It was just bonq. So there's been a recent incident involving several ALBT troves on bonq, with the attacker gaining access to around 110 million ALBT. The incident is isolated to these troves. None of our smart contracts were breached. The Alliance Block and bonq teams, including all connected partners, are now in the process of removing all the liquidity and halting all exchange trading. We have paused all activity on ALBT bridge in the meantime. The next step is to take a snapshot just before the attack. And before we continue, this is important for anyone that is holding ALBT, guys. We're going to go into a bit more depth on exactly on the snapshot and this new airdrop that's going to be happening with ALBT. But you can see here the next step is to take a snapshot before the attack, followed by working on a solution for affected users from the moment of the snapshot. This includes minting a new ALBT token, airdropping to the addresses in the snapshot. Note any addresses trading. This both includes buying and selling. After this announcement will be excluded from the mentioned compensation scheme. We will share more information as we go, and we encourage our community to avoid speculation, which, is going to be hard to do with such a big hack. But, what they basically are saying now, they're going to take a snapshot before the hack. So at this point right here, I'm guessing, so around this point, so around the 10-cent mark, anyone that was holding ALBT, at that point, they're taking a snapshot and they will be receiving the same amount back in the new minted ALBT tokens. Now, it is important that that I actually tell you, right, that do not sell. So they do say here, note any addresses trading, meaning buying or selling, after this announcement will be excluded from the mentioned compensation. This was made on 8:52 p.m. on February 1st. It is currently about, well, for me anyways, it's around 12 p.m. So it's depending on when you're watching this, if you have sold, then you might not be getting this compensation, which definitely does suck. You might have lost some money, but if you haven't sold, and from what I've heard, there are also discussing of this for anyone that is selling even after that has been affected, they will also be receiving an airdrop. It's pretty unclear, but for further tweets in this thread, you can see here, they say the Alliance Block and bonq teams, including all connected partners, in the process of removing liquidity. Next step, snapshot will be taken just before the attack. A new ALBT token will be minted, and affected user will get an airdrop of the new tokens. With that being said, I would highly recommend you guys to go ahead, follow them on Telegram, and also subscribe and hit the bell on this channel, as I'll be dropping all the latest updates regarding this news. As myself, I've been talking about ALBT before on my channel. I made a video on altcoins to look out for, and Alliance Block was one of them. I am a big believer on them. They have some pretty big products coming out, and I do believe in them. It's just a really unfortunate thing that's happened, that they have kept their money on bonq. With that being said, before we actually end off this video, we have this tweet from JL, and I do think this is interesting, and it's only fair we bring this up. I'll tell you, this ALBT situation is fishy. Go check out who bonq DAO is and who they are following. ALBT circulating supply is just under 233 million. How does bonq, with only 1,800 followers and 100 tweets, get access to 110 million of the coins? And actually, with that being said, I think he is right. There's only 200. That is like half of their supply. I didn't not realize. Wait, I think I've got the supply wrong. But anyways, with that being said, 110 million of these coins were stolen. Alliance Block says membership into the circle of Switzerland's most connected top-tier banking and traditional finance institutions underscores the growing institutional interest in DeFi and desire for DeFi players. But yeah, it is an interesting take here, because why did bonq have so much supply? I think we might have got this confused somehow, but it's definitely a weird situation to say the least. There's also this tweet posted from Crypto Nova. For those not up to date, and a general warning, ALBT has been hacked and will mint a new token. I keep seeing comments to buy the dip. Even below this announcement, the old token will actually cease to exist and will be worthless. It never pays to act before the dust has settled. So it's kind of like the Luna situation where they will be completely minting a new token and the old Luna token was basically worthless. Same, I mean, both Luna tokens now are worthless, to be honest. But in this case, the old ALBT token will be worthless, and the new one you will receive an airdrop for. With that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Again, subscribe and hit the bell to not miss any further updates on this news. And yeah, guys, peace.